Good Tuesday to you. I hope that this finds you doing well on this Tuesday or whenever that you are watching this video. Did you notice something strange happening yesterday? Especially for those of us that are in Central Texas, we were kind of in the hot zone for the eclipse. Here in Killeen, we were fighting with cloud cover through through parts of the eclipse. Some were able to get a good view of it when there was a total eclipse. Myself, I was in my backyard with my family, with Anna and Megan and the kids and the dogs, and we were enjoying it. But during the total eclipse, there was a cloud that was covering the sun and the moon through pretty much the whole part of it, and we were enjoying it together. And I think that for all of us, it was more than we were expecting, and what we felt was more than what we were expecting. And I think for me, probably the biggest thing was when the moon started to break away from the sun, and there was this bright light. I didn't know anything about that, didn't do any research about it, but later come to find out, I guess it's called the diamond ring. And this is what it looks like. Okay, so it's that first glimpse of light that sun shoots back at the earth after the moon has put a shadow over the earth, and it was something to behold. And I've heard people say, how can you doubt that there is a God after seeing that? I mean, I don't even know what to describe it as. It looked like a comet was coming straight towards the earth to me. I don't know, I'm sure my mouth was dragging the ground, just how bright and brilliant it was. And I actually kind of took a picture of it a few seconds after it happened. And so there's my picture from my backyard, and maybe you can see kind of how bright it was. And it reminded me of what we were talking about on Sunday in John chapter 1. And notice verse 4 and 5. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. And so that was the first light that was coming after the darkness from the eclipse. And it was dark. Street lights came on. The birds were no longer chirping. You could see, I believe it was Venus up in the sky, and maybe some of the other stars as well. But verse 9 is what really sticks out to me. The true light, which gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. And so it reminded me so much of Jesus coming into the world. It was just this magnificent light that was shining so brightly in the sky that was breaking the darkness away. And that's truly what Jesus has done for us. He has come into this dark world, and he has come to this world as a bright, shining light. After the eclipse, I went back inside, and I happened to have the TV on, and ABC was on, and they were doing a national broadcast. And so they were covering the eclipse as it was coming to the different parts of the country. And so it was very interesting to me to watch these professional journalists as they are witnessing the eclipse and what is called the diamond ring, and just watching them be speechless. And they were fighting for words of how to describe it. And some of them would say that it was a very spiritual event for them. And others were struggling for the words to really come up, because I think they were struggling with, can I really say that it was something spiritual on national TV? But they ended up doing it. And I think that that's a way that a lot of us felt that, here is evidence that our God is alive, that our God is well, and our God is in control of the whole universe. And the universe gives witness to who our God is. And so again, the true light, which gives light to everyone, was coming into the world, and he has come, and his light shines brightly. And as Christians, we are to reflect that light and to be that light to this dark world, so that others will know our God. If you have some thoughts about what you experienced during the eclipse tomorrow, leave that in the comments, and give us your take on what happened yesterday and what you felt, what you experienced. Hope and pray that you have a great rest of this week. Remember, God loves you, I love you, and God willing, we'll see you again next week.